Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Krendor, and welcome to another Warhammer Krendor video. Today, yesterday I got back from Disneyland, and today I wanted to make a video talking about the announcements that happened while I was away. So, if you missed it, the Seraphon Lizardmen are getting a new battle tome very soon. I would say probably within the month. If not like a couple of weeks. I'm excited. I am pumped. I got into Warhammer because of the Lizardmen back in 8th grade. I got back into Warhammer because of the Seraphon. There's the renamed Lizardmen. I'm trying to pull it up here. So I'm very excited. I learned how to play the actual game of Age of Sigmar with the Seraphon. I've played quite a few games with them. I played probably like 15 to 20 games, I want to say. So I've gotten some experience under my belt with that, and they needed it. They needed it very badly. So pretty much what you do as a Seraphon player currently is you take a Slan and you give him the command trait or general trait, whatever it is, for the double teleport, so you can teleport 2 units every hero phase or movement phase. I forget which phase it's in. I think you summon in the movement phase, the end of the movement phase. Use teleport in the hero phase. I think that's what it is. So, yeah. They have one of the oldest battle tomes. It was one of the first to come out with Age of Sigmar's actual release, which was years ago. Everybody else has gotten, like, modern sets of rules and everything, and so everybody's been waiting for this battle tome for a very long time, and it's finally here. And it's the last one to be updated, conveniently enough. So, I was kind of thinking about what I want to happen in it, and what I want to expect from it, what I think they're going to do, etc. And I also went on the internet where everybody was like, "Where's the new models? Where's the new models?" And I do agree, all right, that I want them to release new models because as somebody who has bought one of every Seraphon model, I have learned very quickly how to construct fine cast and resin models because there's a lot of them. I have them all on my shelf right over there, actually. Let's see. Lord Croak's resin, the Astrolith Bearer, the Sunblood, the Slan, the Kroxigors. The Kroxigors are the worst, honestly. The Razordons, the Salamanders. I'm sure there's something else I'm leaving out. The Skink Star Priest. There's probably a couple others, but either way, half the army's like resin. Like they gotta do plastic something. A lot of people were saying they want updated Saurus Warriors. That would be nice. I don't really mind that. I would really like plastic Kroxigors, and an updated Kroxigor model. That's probably my #1 thing. I love the Kroxigor models, but they are Warhammer fantasy looking. Let's see. I'd also like an updated, probably plastic Razordons and Salamanders, and I'd like them to be sold in sets of 2 or 3 because you can buy like one for just it's like 15-20 bucks. Like just sell like 3 of them for 30 or something for like a plastic set. Like you can run sets of 3 of them, and they're more efficient that way. So I feel like that would just be a convenient thing. A lot of people are speculating that this is all that's coming out. I don't think so. I think they're going to announce more as the days and weeks come. I think they're going to be like, hey, here's some plastic models. Hey, here's another thing for Seraphon. I think we are going to get some stuff. I don't think this is it. I think a lot of people just come to expect the worst in terms of Games Workshop stuff, but I still have faith. I think, maybe even endless spells. We'll see what they do. I would hope they get endless spells. I just built my Beast of Chaos, the Doomhorn, or Doomblast Dirgehorn, whatever it's called. I've been building a lot of Beast of Chaos recently. I actually really like Beast of Chaos. I've been really into building them. There's a Bullgors drummer. I got some Tzaangor Skyfires I've been building as well. I got 6 of these. You can't see him. There he is. So yeah, this has been tiding me over until I get my new Seraphon stuff. But I'm ready, man. It's time. They need it. So what am I, and aside from models and all that, what am I expecting? Well, I think the new terrain feature they announced, which is this one, is going to be their main source of summoning now, if I had to take a wild guess. Currently, your Slan, right here, is your main source of summoning. And so he can summon in stuff, and the Astrolith Bear can also summon in things in a smaller range. But it's very annoying because you can't... Your army is, like, literally the Slan. If you don't have a Slan, it's like, what are you doing? And if you do have a Slan, it's like, keep him safe. And then once he dies, you're like, guess that's it. So I would say this very much looks like a terrain piece to summon in things. And it would make a lot of sense because then it would allow the Slan to go around and be one of the best magic casters in the game, as they are. So, that would be nice. I think they're gonna get rid of the double teleport. Maybe they won't, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll just give them competitive other choices, or something along those lines. We'll see. I don't know. But right now, as they play, it's literally just like, hey, you have a Slan. He conjures points and doesn't cast spells. You summon in things like skinks, and you take objectives with skinks, and you swarm everything with skinks, and then they retreat and run away, and that's like it, because all your other models, Saurus Knights are bad, Skink Star Priest is bad, Saurus Warriors are okay, Saurus Guard are cool, but they die to mortal wounds in like one hit, and there's a lot of mortal wounds now. Let's see, Ripperdactyls are neat, but they still have rules from like Warhammer Fantasy with swooping. I don't have any Pterodons. I need some of those. Croxagors are bad. Bastillodons are good. Astrolith Bear's pretty good. Carnosaurs, okay. What's the Troglodon is eh. The Engine of the Gods is pretty good. And the Stegodon is bad. So, they need a lot of help, and I really hope they help out a lot of those units. Like, I think they're gonna buff almost everything because it needs help. I think the Croxagors are gonna be a bit tankier, deal more damage. Maybe like some more mortal wounds from their bites or something instead of like a weird roll off. Unless they make the roll off fun, but Saurus Knights they'll probably make more like other knights. I think. Because they're not good right now. The Skink Star Priest, man, give him some love. He's just I've wanted to use that model, and he's actually completely useless. So I hope they make him pretty good, at least playable. The Sunblood I've used sometimes, but I haven't really used them that much. So I'd like to use them more. The problem with all these other things, like the Sunblood and the dude that leads the Saurus Guard, I forget what he's called. He's got the big like. All those dudes, or the Carnosaur, Sunblood, or the Old Blood on Carnosaur, is that you always have to take a Slan, so you can never have them as generals. It's like they may as well just rip those pages out of the book, like, you don't need those, you're never going to use that. So the fact that I think this new terrain piece will be the source of summoning allows you to actually be like, hey, maybe I don't want a Slan general, and I can actually have some sort of, customization to my army. So that might be neat. Overall, I think they're going to get just a lot of stuff. Artifacts, general traits, battalions. They need some battalion help. They just need help all over, and I'm excited they're finally getting it. I will say the terrain piece, I think it looks pretty cool. I think the top of it right here, like the little snake dudes, looks kind of eh. They probably could have did a better job with that, but I think for the most part, it looks pretty cool. It's nice to just see a new thing for Seraphon, man. But I'm curious as to what everybody else thinks. If you like Seraphon, if you're going to play Seraphon because of it, what you think about the announcements. I still think they're going to announce maybe not new models, but like plastic stuff for other models. Maybe like some updated looking models, like new Croxagors, like I said. I think they'll announce something like that in the coming days. Maybe dice. Some people were like, they're not going to give us Seraphon dice. I think they will, primarily because Blood Bowl Wizardmen have dice. And I use them because they're actually pretty cool. And they got the little slant as the 6. Like, they could just sell those. They're pretty neat. And I wouldn't have to buy, like, 8 sets of Blood Bowl things to make a full thing of dice. So, I think they'll get dice as well. And I'd like Endless Spells as, you know, one of the top Magic factions aside from, like, Tzeentch. I would imagine they would get Endless Spells, but I'm just excited to finally get some sort of announcement for them, as long as it took. But leave your comments down below, and yeah. Okay. See ya.